my geeks, freaks, and my peeps. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Carlos, and today, guys, is part 2 of my unsolicited opinions on Helluva Boss. So, fun fact. This, in the last episode, was supposed to be just one video. Season 1 was only 8 episodes, and I thought to myself, yeah, this will be okay. How much could I possibly have to say about 8 episodes? And then, well, suffice to say, that was just not going to happen. I have to be kind to my editor. Hi, I'm the editor. I'm a one gal band with only so much energy, and so this video will be my thoughts on the rest of the season. So enjoy.
Because you, my precious little bitch boy,
Stop it,
are
sir.
tripping balls.
So this might actually be one of my favorite episodes of the first season. Maybe the whole show as of now. Is this an unpopular opinion? No, but goddammit, it's mine. It's also one of the few episodes I've seen with no critiques about it, or, well, very little critiques. My main one is, again, why is Luna, the only one out of the crew who does not leave the office, have a human disguise? Like, in lore, I know the real reason before you shout at me. It's for the thirsty-ass fans. But why in canon does she have one? Also, Moxie likes cats, the musical. Please, sir, please have taste. Still doesn't respect Blitz's boundaries and demands sex in return. And also, lastly, why didn't they kill Agent 1 and 2? No, seriously. Why didn't they kill them? Stolas gives the reason of who's gonna believe these nutheads, which would have been fair, except people do take them seriously, and they become a part of an episode they have no business being in. We'll get to that when I get to Full Moon. And also, you've killed literally everyone else, so why not just finish the job, you know, for extra insurance? Also, this is now 3 main antagonists that won't do anything special. Now on to my praises, because there's a lot of good in this episode. See, I do have nice things to say about the show. And oh my gosh, where to start? Well, why not at the start? The establishing scene is amazing, showing what happens when you're sloppy at your job. I also love how Blitz's care and selflessness is shown when they get spotted. Before they get caught, Millie and Luna are behind the portal. And when they do get caught, Blitz demands, and in no uncertain terms, that Luna closes the portal. And he prioritizes getting Moxie and him out of harm's way. In fact, Blitz is the one who spots this danger first and throws Moxie out of the line of fire. And when Blitz and Mox try to run and Moxie gets stunned, instead of leaving him for the wolves, he throws him over his shoulder and attempts to run. All this wasn't necessary for Blitz. He literally could have just left Moxie to die and told Luna to hold the portal at least a little longer, but he doesn't. He pushes Moxie out of harm's way, makes Luna close the portal so she and Millie are safe, and he tries to get Moxie out of harm's way. This moment, as well as another in this episode, is a masterclass in how you show a character's priorities and personality. Also, hot damn, Blitz is a great fighter. Not only being able to outmaneuver and dodge a guard, but also being able to do that with another very high person on his shoulder. Also love the interrogation scene. It's so fantastic. I love this shows how Blitz and Moxie, for as much as they annoy each other, are great friends. And maybe I have poor taste, but the jokes in this episode are peak. This scene with the girls fighting is also amazing. And now, ladies and gents, it's time for Moxie's Bad Trip. This whole song. What can I say that hasn't been said a million times before? Oh my gosh, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. Moxie's Phantom of the Opera sections paired with an outstar that beautifully mixes the Helluva Versus designs with animation straight out of a Don Bluth film. And yeah, that's what the specific style is. Many people confuse this with Disney, which it isn't. Enormously large eyes paired with buttery smooth movement. Yeah, that's Bluth. He did work for Disney, so his style can be mistaken for Disney, but it is very uniquely his own. Moxie's clean and clear musical section clashed with Blitz's discordant, messy, and downright horrific vision is so well done! In fact, let's talk about Blitz's section of the song, shall we? This section has so much detail. First off, the instrumentals remind me of soft or grunge rock. I can't identify music well, so because I'm not a metalhead, so if you guys can describe it better in the comments, please do so. Almost everything in this vision is made of and turns into sludge, showing how Blitz feels he destroys everything around him. In fact, everyone with the exception of Moxie splits in Blitz's voice. It's a degradation. He's only damaged until he's only able to damage others. Also, Blitz is a clown here, and yes, confirming and reinforcing his being in the circus, but it also shows that, as an imp, he's just a plaything for those above him. That he's going to be the punchline. There's nothing he can do about that. And then there's Stolz. So, I feel like a lot of people misinterpret the scene and say that this is Blitz desiring Stolz, that he secretly wants a relationship. And I have to disagree heavily with this interpretation. Aside from having literally no foreshadowing, it's also just, to me, it's Blitz wanting to have status and power, which is what Stolz has, and Blitz wanting to have control over his life, which, again, Stolz has. Stolz, in this context, also represents freedom, as he has the book, which allows his business to exist, and Blitz sees that and crawls to his one chance of freedom, of power, of worthiness, and he's shackled as Stolz's pet. Blitz gets his efforts back, representing what he wants, but also comes to chains. A golden cage is still a cage after all. When everyone fades into the chance of "you're going to die alone, Blitzo," everyone, including Moxie, turns into a sludge tornado. But Stolz turns into golden feathers and covers Blitz, suffocating him. Blitz knows he's never going to have the power that Stolz has, nor the freedom. But it's his only chance. Blitz is very aware of his situation and does not want to be in this relationship. It's also interesting that Moxie is the only one in Blitz's vision to keep his own voice. And I think that's because he's the only one that sees Blitz as Blitz and respects him, and does the Blitz actually give stock to what Moxie says. I also love the aftermath of the drug trick. It's a really sweet moment between Moxie and Blitz. I love Luna using Huma as a battering ram. That's amazing. The whole fight scene with the gang is so super cool. And we see how each person interacts and fights. And Stolz's entrance is so good! I love how truly terrifying it is. And Stolz's demon form, tube form, it's amazing. And I wish Stolz was a villain, because that would help his character so much. And this is what we lost, guys. This is what Pilot Stolz was, and we could have had that. And oh my gosh. Yeah, I wish Stolz was a villain. That would have helped his characterization so much. And yeah, that's it for Truth Seekers. Don't look at the timestamp, guys. I can already tell that's long.
Welcome to Ozzie's.
Ozzie is an episode where I have a love-hate relationship with him. It'll have some moments I love, like Blitz needing a stack of books because he's so dang short. And then I completely retcon a character because that character being Stolz. So, for context, the M&Ms are heading to Ozzie's to celebrate their 1-year anniversary. And Blitz is stalking them because he wants them. And as Ozzie's only allows couples, Blitz calls Stolz to get in. And Stolz, with literal no lead up, no hints of possibility, is ecstatic because he thinks that this is a date. Not a bang rape sesh, but a genuine romantic date. Why? This comes out of complete left field. Stolz has never shown any actual romantic feelings. And for the few Stolz stands, no he doesn't. He's lustful towards Blitz. So, before we go any further, we do need to establish the difference between love and lost. Because I truly believe this is why so many people misunderstand Stolz as a character, including the writers. So, love is a deep affection for a person, an attraction or draw to a person's personality and who they are. Meanwhile, lust is just an attraction to a person's body. It is the desire to have sex with the person, sometimes consensually and sometimes not. Lust is the desire for sex, not a personal connection. You can't have lust without love, and vice versa. And yes, just because you have lust doesn't automatically make you a bad person. It is human nature for the majority of us. However, uncontrollable lust is what's bad. And yes, that's what Stolz has. And yes, Stolz calls Blitz pet names, but Blitz hates it and is very vocal about it. Stolz only compliments Blitz's body and his bedroom activity, and it's through degrading comments and innuendos. And that's not Stolz loving Blitz, that's Stolz lusting after Blitz, and him sexually harassing Blitz. If Stolz actually did love Blitz, he would respect Blitz's boundaries. He would have just let Blitz go with the book when they met again as adults with no strings attached. He would get Blitz little gifts and actively get to know Blitz and communicate with him. And I hate that I even have to point this out, as this should just be common sense. Gah! I hate Stolitz the ship so much. It takes 10 years out of my life every single time that I have to interact with the fandom, because Alright, so yeah, complete character assassination of a character I hated. So, do I hate Stolz? Yeah, but this is complete character assassination even if I hate a character. And don't worry, he doesn't change his actions. It's just under the guise of romance now. Ozzie's hidden form is also ugly. I'm sorry. He looks like a dork. By the way, here's the guy the robot is based on. His name is Frizzarelli. I love that Frizz just roasts poor Moxie. The background of the horror club is breathtaking, and the song. Oh, the song. I don't care about Moxie's part, but Ozzie and Fizz steal the show in the best way. And Ozzie gets a cool design. Finally, my poor boy. Doesn't make sense for him being the State of Lust. Frankly, no. But oh boy, does it look good. I also love that Blitz attempts to stand up for Moxie, even though he shouldn't be there. But hey, at least he's trying. Also, Veroska laying into Blitz is very needed for his character development. Though, Veroska, you literally have no room to talk. Moxie, anyone? And also, Ozzie ripping Stolz only for Stolz to absolutely cower away. And Stolz being yelled at by Blitz. He's lucky that Blitz is kind enough to even drive him home. Stolz absolutely frustrates me in this episode. I love this episode, but it did lead to the downfall of the show. Stolz some living Blitz, even though there was no so much as hinted. And him covering his face to standing up to Ozzie is proof of this. Yes, in real life, people who do genuinely love each other can struggle to stand up to people. But with literally no build-up as Stolz quote-unquote loving Blitz, this just shows he doesn't. It also sucks because Blitz now feels bad about not having sex with Stolz or hanging out with him when he did literally nothing wrong in this relationship. But because of his past and how he's currently being treated by Stolz, he feels it is his fault. Now, we move on to
Cotton candy.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest. This episode is kind of wonky in terms of episode placement, and I didn't know where to put it. This was supposed to come out after Ozzie's, but it was delayed halfway through season 2. Why? Because Kesha is in it, and she was in a legal battle with her old producer, Rapist, and couldn't get out of the record deal in time for it to drop between Ozzie's and the circus. So delayed it was. And she speaks in this episode and wrote the song Cotton Candy, but the condition for her to being able to feature this episode by old producer, from what I understand, was she had to have a music vocal double. The double is really talented, and Rochelle Diamante is going to take over the role of V post-Mastermind. Kesha is also an amazing voice actress. I don't have much to say on this episode, though. I just wanted to point out all the background characters are just static, while the characters who are in the foreground are animated. Just something funny I found. Blitz is also an amazing dad. Texter means a good dude, and the ending shows that Luna does care about Blitz. My biggest issue is Beelzebub. So, first off, I don't like her design. I like her hair, but that's kind of it. I couldn't really place it for a long time, but I think I figured out why I don't like it. For me, I think it's mostly because of her color palette. It's just really hard to look at, and also her personality. So, okay, I kind of have to explain the personality thing. I don't hate the Sin's being kind, but it had to be fake. A sin is supposed to tempt you into it, and to make it hard for you to give it up. So the sins in the show being fake kind would fit because they're sin. Also, be put off by Blitz getting wasted makes no sense, because it's like, Miss Ma'am, you are the sin of gluttony. What do you mean he's too overindulgent? And B is genuinely kind of the show, which makes no sense because, again, sin. That's kind of all I have to say about this episode.
Well, your suit is tacky. Fuck, I'm sorry.
How fucking dare you!
So, what are my thoughts on season 1? Well, I love it for the most part. It's a great start to the show, and the majority of my complaints are honestly because I've seen the show before, and there's a lot that gets retconned and not explained well. Now it's time for season 2. Pray for my sanity. I have not finished writing the script as of now. Anyways, my geeks, fix, my peeps, that's all the time I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that wherever you lie in this beautiful spectrum that we call life, I hope that you're happy and that you're healthy. Stay safe, and remember, I love you. Bye!